Hello, great souls. Welcome to our chair yoga, Yoga for Everybody class today. Let's take a moment to center ourselves by taking some deep, full cleansing breaths. And as you breathe, really consciously visualize yourself drawing prana and life force into the body. Imagine that with each breath, the prana is flowing through each body cell, replenishing, renewing, revitalizing, as well as cleansing the body cells, carrying toxins away. And as you exhale, just sending whatever you're ready to release and be free of out into the universe for transformation. If it's comfortable, close the eyes and lift the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Relax the shoulders down from the ears. Relax the belly to help the diaphragm move more freely. Breathe as deeply and fully as you can without any sense of strain. So go to that point where you feel a sense of fullness in the breath without straining. And as you exhale, emptying the lungs as fully as you can. Again, without any sense of strain. Deep, full inhalation, deep, full exhalation. The next time that you inhale, retain the breath for a few counts, just long enough to feel that you're holding the prana, the life force and energy within, and then as you exhale, allowing it to wash through you and go back out. Receiving energy and sending energy with your breath. Another deep, full breath, in and out. Very nice. And if your eyes are closed, you can open them again. So just notice within yourself, if already you can sense a shift within your body, within your heart, within your mind, a sense of relaxation, of spaciousness, whatever might be true for you. I thought it might be nice as we kick off our classes again for the new year to talk a little bit about the fundamentals of Ananda Yoga. So one of the things when I'm talking about fundamentals with Ananda Yoga is how in our practice we're always bringing awareness to the physical body, and then within and behind the physical body, the energy body. Right, so which often happens, one of the useful ways of doing that is with the breath. When we bring awareness to the breath, we are bringing awareness to the energy. And sometimes we can really feel that. Other times we're imagining it. Either way, it's wonderful to do. It helps to deepen our experience of the benefits of yoga postures and yoga practice. And then we move a little more subtly, deeper within to our thoughts. In Ananda Yoga, we have affirmations, as Swami Kriyananda wrote, for each pose, and they help us align our consciousness with what's happening in the pose, what's happening in the movement, what's happening for our practice, so it can help us set an intention as well for the whole practice. And then as we're practicing, we're listening deeply for an inner experience of one of the divine qualities that Yogananda talked about. There are 8 aspects to the divine, he said, we can experience in the material plane, in our physical bodies. Light, peace, love, joy, calmness, wisdom, sound, which is vibration or om, and power, divine power. So as we practice, We're simply allowing ourselves to be open and receptive to the experience. We're not trying to make it happen, but rather noticing when it does and giving room to that, appreciating it. Wow, a wave of joy has just come through me. So as we practice today, just be aware of how you're working with the practice for yourself, and we'll see what happens. So let's begin with warm-ups, and let's begin with the feet. Right, so I'm going to scoot back in my chair a little bit, and I'm going to scrunch my toes. In fact, I think I'll take my socks off, because that'll help me later. So let me put those there. So scrunching the toes, right? And then you can lift up on the balls of the feet, pressing down a little bit. You can even walk in place a little bit to bring awareness to this part of the body, which is the first chakra, very stabilizing, very grounding. And then we'll take the left leg and extend it out and get a nice stretch for the back of the leg as you lift and lengthen through the spine. And I'm going to reposition my right foot and my right leg to help me feel stable in the chair. Take some deep, full breaths in and out, lifting and lengthening through the spine up to the crown of the head. Nice, deep, cleansing breaths. And if you'd like, you can begin to come forward a little bit in your seat to increase the stretch on the back of the leg. Careful not to go further than the body's ready for. Just warming up, feeling the physical body, and with the breath awareness, the energy behind it. And then we'll inhale back to center, bring that leg in, go to the other side. So lengthen the right leg out, reposition the left foot if you need, lift and lengthen. Take some deep breaths in and out, and just with the flexing of that right foot, it activates the leg. So sometimes right away you can feel with that tension a bit of flow of energy. And then if you like, coming forward a little bit, increasing the stretch. Try to keep the spine neutral and relaxed. Shoulders relaxed down from the ears. A few more deep breaths in and out. And inhale back. Very nice. Let's take the left leg and cross that over the right thigh, just behind the knee. Lift and lengthen through the spine. So we come into this practice, this is called figure 4. And in chair yoga, we often use this for the pigeon pose. We won't go into the pigeon pose right now. We're just going to warm up that left hip. So we won't come fully forward, right? Unless that's right for you. I have students in class, whether they're in the chair or on the floor, their body goes all the way forward. And so, what you want to do is find the stretch that's right for you. And breathe into that. And then imagine that with your breath, you can send your breath to the point of tension in the muscles that you feel. Breathing and offering the body the flow of prana, the flow of breath, to create space in the body to receive the stretch. This area of the body, the hips, is the second chakra. This is the quality of water, fluidity, adaptability. And then we'll inhale and come back to center. Uncross. Notice how that feels and go to the other side. You can have your yoga practice be all warm-ups. Just so you know, sometimes that's how I practice my yoga, is with warm-ups, because all of the principles are the same. Awareness of body, awareness of breath, awareness of thoughts, and listening for a deeper, higher soul experience in the practice. Lift and lengthen. And just notice if you can sense a difference from one side to the other. That's not uncommon, that one hip will be a little tighter than the other. Consciously sending your breath to any point of tension that you feel in the stretch. You can send thoughts of relaxation, thoughts of peace, thoughts of ease for the body, and see if you notice the body responding to those thoughts, to your breath. Deep, full breath in and out. Very nice. We'll come back to neutral. Let's do a side-to-side stretch. So you can use the legs of the chair for stability, or the mid-chair if you like, or have your hand on your side. We'll inhale, left arm up, lift and lengthen, and exhale over. And I'm going to slide my hand down the leg of the chair and rotate my head to look to the sky, reaching through the fingertips. And now we're bringing the energy up to the belly and the heart center. So these are the third and fourth chakra. The third chakra is fire element, illumination, light. The center, fiery self-control, self-mastery. And the heart is prana. It's the air element, vitality. Strength and courage fill my body cells. It's an affirmation for Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon pose. We'll inhale up and exhale down. And let's bring our hands to rest on the tops of the thighs, and just for a moment tune into the body and notice any shifts, any changes. Strength and courage fill my body cells. So we're moving the energy up through the body, the physical spine, and in yoga, the astral spine. Awakening, stimulating the chakra energy centers, giving you access to that energy. And we'll go to the other side. So inhale, right arm up, lift and lengthen, stretch tall, and then exhale over. I'm sliding my hand down and rotating my head, pointing the fingers, breathing deeply. See if you can sense energy rising within you. Strength and courage fill my body cells. Strength and courage fill my body cells. Very nice. We'll inhale up and exhale down. Beautiful. And let's pause just for a moment. And then we'll come up into standing. So from here, we'll come into using the chair, the seat of the chair, for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana stimulates the fifth chakra, so we're moving energy up slowly. This is Yogananda said, the quality of ether, which is more refined than air, very, very subtle. And the quality is one of calmness, calm expansiveness. So I'm going to position my chair. This becomes the floor for me. And when we use the chair for downward dog, it takes a lot of pressure off the shoulder. So it can be a nice version for the practice. So lift and lengthen through the crown of the head. You could have your hands on your thighs if you like. Inhale, exhale, forward. And then bring your hands to the chair. And then I reposition my feet a bit until I can come into the pose. Aligning my ears with my upper arms, creating a beautiful stretch in the spine that flows from the feet up through the legs, down through the back, flowing towards the point between the eyebrows. The arms are also stretching. Breathing deeply. The affirmation for this asana is calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Deep, full breaths in and out. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. To come out of the pose, we walk towards the chair, bring ourselves back up into standing into Tadasana, mountain pose. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Very nice. So from here, let's come into tree pose, Vajrasana. Tree pose, we'll start standing on the left leg, and we'll have the right leg come up into position. And what I like to do using a chair is to have a cushion that I can put my right knee on. So you could keep your foot on the floor, and you could have the chair turned the other way with your hand on the back of the chair if you like. So it takes a moment for me to kind of find my position. I might put my hand on the chair to find it. You're lifting and lengthening through the body, relaxing shoulders down. Take some deep breaths. Really feel yourself engaged with the body. The hands can come to the heart. They can stay here the whole time. Or if you like, you can inhale them above you. And you could have part of the time with your hands above the head and part of the time with your hands at your heart. So you decide. And then lifting the gaze of the eyes. See if you can sense energy rising up through your body, up through the fingertips, like sap rising in a tree. Deep roots going into the earth, grounding and stabilizing, and offering you the quality of stability, calmness, and poise. The affirmation is, I am calm. I am poised. The eyes can be open or closed. It is a balancing asana. So if you close the eyes, you want to make sure you feel very stable. I am calm. I am poised. We'll inhale up and exhale, arms down if they're above you, or bring them to your side. Bring the feet side by side. Pause for a moment. Just notice how the body feels. Again, energy is rising and moving through the body, awakening those energy centers, providing you access to these inner qualities that reside there, calmness and poise. I am calm. I am poised. Very nice. We'll go to the other side. So I'm just going to bring it over to this chair. I think I'll bring this chair a little closer. Very good. So take a moment. Bring the leg in position. Hands to the heart. Or if you like, lift them above you with the inhale. Lift the gaze of the eyes. With each breath, welcome the qualities of calmness and poise. I am calm. I am poised. Deep, full, cleansing, clearing breaths. I am calm. I am poised. Coming out of the pose, if the hands are above you, we'll inhale up, exhale, arms down. Bring the feet side by side once again. Coming into Tadasana, relaxed in your body. Lifting the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. I am calm. I am poised. Very nice. Let's come into Trikhanasana, and we'll use the seat of the chair again to support us. So we're going to come into a wide stance and we're going to turn the left foot out. And so let me move this chair back a little bit. What you want to do is make sure that you're going to be able to reach that chair. So I step wide and I kind of feel like, yeah, that's close enough. Okay, so turn left foot out, bend the knee a little bit, bring the torso back to center. Then you can straighten the leg. Inhale, arms up. Bring the hands to the front. Actually, I want to show you one more cue. Line your heel up with the instep of the right foot. So that's going to help you in your stance. So inhale, arms up, palms together. Turn the hands towards the front. Arms come down to shoulder height. We tilt the hips and reach with the left arm. And just take a few moments to find the point where the legs feel like they're gone as far as they're comfortable. Then bring that hand down and the right arm up. The right hand could also rest on your hips. If you feel stable and comfortable, you could turn your head to look up toward the sky. Reaching up. Beautiful affirmation. Energy and joy flood my body cells. So these are those qualities of divine manifestation. Joy and energy. Energy and joy flood my body cells. I like to visualize a waterfall of energy and joy. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Just feel yourself welcoming it, bathing in the joy, bathing in the revitalizing energy. A few more deep breaths. Very nice. To come out, we'll inhale up, bring the arms back to shoulder height, turn the feet forward, exhale, arms down, and just pause for a moment. You can pause in a wide stance or come back to Tadasana. Beautiful. We'll go to the other side. So we take a moment to line ourselves up. So I bend my knee a bit. I line up my heel with the instep. Then I bring my torso back to front. Inhale up. Palms together. Lengthen. Hands go towards the front and exhale down to shoulder height. Now tilt the hips and reach. And this hand comes above the head. So I'm reaching. And it always takes me a few moments to feel like, yep, that's the spot. And then I'll bring that arm down and the other one up. And again, as I was saying earlier, sometimes one side is a little tighter than the other. So I'm kind of noticing that in this leg, and it's fine. So I'm up on my fingertips rather than the palm of my hand. And these are the subtle, kind of small ways you can modify a pose to meet your body where it is. Rotating the head, look up toward the sky if you like. And sometimes what will happen in the pose is the body just keeps relaxing, and then eventually you just naturally go a little bit further into it. You're not trying, it just happens. But I'm going to be careful today and stay up on the fingertips, just to protect the body. I don't want to go too far. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Say that aloud or mentally with conviction. Swami said it is happening. So there's my body saying it wants to go a little deeper, so I'll let it. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Now we'll inhale up, arms come back to shoulder height, turn that foot in and exhale, arms down, remaining in a wide stance. See if you can feel or sense a flood of energy rising through the whole body, coming up to the point between the eyebrows. These divine qualities our qualities of super consciousness, which is the 6th chakra, super ether, Yogananda called that. We move from the base of the skull, from the throat to the base of the skull through the brain to the point between the eyebrows. Contacting our own divine soul essence, joy, divine power through energy. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Very nice, Trikhanasana, the triangle pose. So let's come into, I'm going to turn sideways here, and we'll come into Pigeon Pose, which we warmed up for to start. So we take that left foot and cross that over the right thigh, and sitting away from the back of the chair. Now you can stay here the whole time. You don't need to come forward unless that works for you. Lift and lengthen through the crown of the head, palms of the hands together. And then I just come forward just enough to feel the hip opening, to feel the stretch in the back of my spine. Breathing into this. With each breath, bring your awareness deeper and deeper within yourself. The affirmation for this pose is, I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. If you like, you can come all the way forward, rounding the spine, turning the palms upward. Surrender and release for a few breaths. We'll inhale back to center, uncross the legs, pause for just a moment, and then we'll go to the other side. So right ankle comes across the left thigh. We lift and lengthen. Bring the palms together on the inhale and exhale forward, just far enough to feel the increase of the stretch in the right hip. Energy rising through the body to the point between the eyebrows, and just offering yourself into infinity. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. See if you can sense that freedom of eternity, the ever-present now. Full of joy, full of light, full of peace. I rise above all thought, leaving the mental world, the mental body, the physical body, flowing into your own divine essence, light and joy. Inhale, exhale, surrender, round the spine if that feels good and safe for you. Come out of the pose, we inhale up, uncross the legs, coming into seated Vajrasana. Turning the palms upward, relax the whole body, lift the gaze to the point between the eyebrows, welcoming the qualities of light and peace, inner joy and calmness. Another deep, full breath in and out. Om, peace. Amen. Okay, dear souls, let's send out this healing light and energy to all, rubbing our hands together, raising them and chanting Om 3 times. Om. 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 Peace. Have a beautiful day. So good to be with you. Many blessings.